The New York Knicks are currently first place in their division, and they are heading into a contest against the second place Philadelphia 76ers, who are a half game back of the Knicks for the second seed in the Eastern Conference, as well as the division lead in the Atlantic Division. So let's get things underway. We are tied 0-0 here shortly after the game just begins, and that is Robert Covington making a three. A nice strip steal here by Kristaps Porzingis, a pass out to Melo over to Patrick Beverley, and he will lay that one up and in transition, scores our first points of the game. Now Melo losing the ball, trying to dribble into the paint, and then Hassan Whiteside gets a huge steal right there, and Melo left wide open for three, no defense even near him, and he is going to make that shot right there. 7-5 game now, as that is, I actually don't know who that is, but he spun off and got a nice jump shot right there. Now it is Robert Covington once again, barely even open, just created barely enough defensive room for himself, and he makes that three, and he will be a nightmare for us all game long. He was making threes left and right, and there's a jump shot from their center. I don't actually know who that is or remember. He didn't play a whole lot, but anyway, a rebound right here. Now Melo gives it up to Avery Bradley. That's our signature fast break play. Melo to Bradley right there. And now Avery Bradley's wide open for three, and he's going to make that shot to give the Knicks the lead here early on, 16-14, as that is a pull-up jump shot by their point guard. Name is escaping me. I remembered it. But nice spin move by Melo right here is going to lead to the dunk right there, and that will give the Knicks a 3-point lead. Now, getting the rebound off of our miss is Bismack Biyombo, and he would put that one back up and in. However, he would not make the free throw. Our centers are missing a lot of free throws this year as expected. Bad passing right there, and KJ McDaniels tries to run down the center but is unable to. Now Jerry Grant with the ball, making a couple spin moves, and he's going to dunk that one down. Not a prolific dunker, but he gets one to go right there. And now Kelly Olynyk backing down in the paint. A pass out to Jerry Grant, down low to Nick Young, and a lot of passing going on right there as we make that one. And now Carmelo gets a shot at an and one, and he would convert right there. Hassan Whiteside passing it down low to Kristaps, who would make that shot down low. The Knicks with an 8-point lead now, as the 76ers have the ball, and post defense did not come through for us right there. 6-point game now, a 4-point game later on, as Hassan Whiteside makes this shot. He will be fouled, but it's Hassan Whiteside, so he's not going to make the free throw. And now Robert Covington making a free throw for the 76ers. It's a 3-point game now, and Patrick Beverley just really gets a lot of 2K luck right there, as a fallback fadeaway jumper would go in for him. But now the 76ers are starting to still make this comeback right here happen, as this is Al-Farouq Aminu who would make the jump shot right there. And now it's a tie game later on, as KJ McDaniel slams one down in transition, winding down in the first half. And that will be the dividing score still here when Eric Gordon drains a pull-up jump shot. Eric Gordon joining this team in free agency. Now an inbound play to Nick Young. He's going to take a three, and he actually makes it with a second left on the clock. Gives the Knicks a 5-point lead heading into halftime. And now Carmelo working his way around the defense and into the paint, dunks at home, and we would start out on a 4-0 run to begin the second quarter until Eric Gordon makes that. Really should have been blocked by Kristaps Porzingis, but here Avery Bradley working his way down low. He would get the rebound off of the block shot from Porzingis. Porzingis picks up a miss. Avery Bradley taking a very short jump shot right there, and he would make it. And the 76ers have only scored 1 or 2 points this half, as opposed to the 6 they've given up. But they would change that right there with a layup from Jahlil Okafor. And now a really bad transition defense would lead up to that layup right there from Jahlil Okafor once again. Now some passing going on. Jerry Grant working his way into the paint once again, and he was just making his way through the paint today, playing a lot of isolation plays for him. Here he makes a pull-up jump shot off of a play we ran and gives the Knicks an 11-point lead, which they would still have later when Kelly Olynyk makes a transition slam right here, and it's really turning into a one-sided affair for the Knicks as of right now. But Eric Gordon would change that, switches hands in at the mid-air and hits the foul, would convert. Now it's just a 10-point game. It would be narrowed once again after that layup right there. Now a 8-point lead, and somehow Jerry Grant gets the ball stripped from him. I can never get steal animations like that. And Eric Gordon makes a spin layup. I just felt like that was a Hall of Fame robbing me moment. But now Kelly Olynyk turning around, making a jump shot off the dribble right there. Very surprised that he made that shot. I was really just trying to get fouled. And then a big dunk right there from, I believe that's Nerlens Noel or Joel Embiid. It's one of those two. They traded one of them to the Cavs, and I can't remember which one it was. And now getting a rebound and stuffing it back down. I really don't recognize a lot of people on this team, but Now we would get the ball. Jerry Grant with it. Gives it out to Melo in the corner for 3, and he would drain that one, making it a 7-point lead once again. This 76ers team has a lot of new faces. It has Nicholas Batum on it and Al-Farouq Aminu. It's got a lot of different people that I'm not 100% familiar with. I'm going to have to improve as this franchise goes on because there are going to be a lot more unfamiliar faces as we go through the drafts through the years. But Robert Covington making a 3 right there's a 9-point game now, as this is Nicholas Batum making a nice pull-up jump shot, even though the defense was right there on him. It's a 7-point game once again. Jerry Grant giving it out to Olynyk over in the corner to Nick Young, and that's his job, to make shots like that in the corner for 3, and it would be good. Now the 76ers point guard dribbling it. Kelly Olynyk bops it out. It's like a Tyson Chandler back hit when he was with the Knicks. He would knock rebounds out to the perimeter. Back tap, that's what it was called. But it's just, we did not have any luck with it right there, and we just gave up a lot of offensive plays. I'm talking about something that was like 4 plays ago. Hassan Whiteside gets it go down in the post right there. Now a pass down low to Jahlil Okafor, defended by Kendrick Perkins. It was later in the 4th quarter, and the game wasn't quite close, so we decided to put some of our deeper bench reserves in the game, like Raymond Felton, who's in the game right now. And now Robert Covington would be given a shot by Metta World Peace, and immediately I decided to put my starters back in the game, as Kristaps Porzingis has the ball down low, gives it to Hassan Whiteside, takes a jumper, and that one will go in, gives it a 6-point lead. Melo out to Beverly, over to Porzingis for 3, and he would make that, not converting at a high clip this year, but makes that shot nonetheless. But Robert Covington would come back and make one of his own right there on the other end. 6-point game now. Melo working his way to the paint, can't dunk that down, but he does lay it in traffic right there. So now it is Nicholas Batum once again, and for some reason the defense cleared out. I don't understand why that happened. It was a really strange play, defensive play calling right there. Eric Gordon making a very difficult hook layup right there in transition. It's a 4-point game now, very quietly storming back, and bad Coast defense right there gets Eric Gordon wide open. 92-94, Melo slamming it down in transition. Really not the safe play right there. He probably should have gone for a layup. Eric Gordon taking a 3 from the corner. Patrick Beverly somehow rebounding it out of all of them. Porzingis gives it over to Melo, pulls up for a deep 2, bounces off the top of the backboard, and in a 6-point game now. And Jahlil Okafor is going to get blocked, and it goes out of bounds. So the 76ers will retain possession now with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Jahlil Okafor takes a jump shot. Hassan Whiteside there to rebound, quickly gets it out as he is a poor free throw shooter. And for some reason that wasn't a clear path foul, so we did have to give the ball back after shooting free throws. Carmelo would end up shooting free throws as we had to do another inbounds play. But the 76ers would miss their next shot, and that would be the end of the game. 102-92 final. We would end up shooting free throws in the final seconds, but it was about 4 seconds left in the game. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy it, and we will see you for the next installment of the New York Knicks MyLeague, which will be a recap of the season up to this point, as it will be the All-Star break coming up. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.